Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life. Happy Halloween. It is Halloween night. I hope everyone had a great night full of spooks, ghouls, and tricks and treats. We actually had quite a good day. My sister came up with my nieces and my brother, who actually lives across the street from me. He came over and we just hung out for the afternoon. We decorated some sugar cookies and then we got the kids ready and we just did some in-town trick-or-treating. I live right smack in the middle of town and it's like block to block to block to block of houses, residential homes and stuff. So literally, I mean, you can walk up and down the block quadrants and, you know, fill your pillowcase full of candy like super quick. So yeah, it was actually kind of interesting because it was like the first Halloween that my oldest son with autism actually enjoyed Halloween. And I've always made it a point to integrate him into any of the activities that we're doing. Sometimes some family activities is hard, especially if it's like over, you know, sensory, you know, like water parks and, you know, crowded places and stuff like that. When we go to the apple orchard every year, we kind of have to stay away from like the petting zoo area with him. Because if he smells the smells from the barn, yeah, he gets triggered by it. But this year is really good. He had an amazing time. He actually said, "Trick or treat, happy Halloween, thank you." I didn't have to explain why he didn't talk back. And you don't know, as a parent with a child with special needs, especially nonverbal autism, the relief that it is that you don't have to explain yourself or explain your child. It's something that we constantly have to deal with as parents. And the fact that I did not have to explain why he wasn't talking, why he wasn't responding, why he wasn't wearing a costume, didn't have to. It was awesome. Yeah, so my brother was like his Halloween buddy, because James does walk a little bit slower. Sometimes he has a fast pace, sometimes it's a slow pace, so he kind of hung back and, you know, we took turns, me and him, trading off on who was walking with him, so that was fun. This was the first year Caroline wanted to trick-or-treat alone with her friends, which that was fun. I kept running into her and I'm like, "Oh, there's my daughter," and she was having a blast. And then Jax is pretty much over it by like block 3. So yeah, so it's gonna be fun. When he gets older, he can actually go more. So yeah, so Halloween was good. All the kids are asleep. Caroline's actually had a sleepover, so I'm down a child. And Jax passed out the minute we got home. He had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal and went right out. And then James is out, so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the night. So I figured, you know what? I've got the night before I put on my scary movie and get my mom tax candy. I hope every mom is getting their mom tax candy out of those bags while your children are sleeping tonight. We deserve it. Yeah, so before I did that, I figured I would just film some of these videos real quick and get them uploaded, because I do like to film my stuff a little bit ahead of time just so that I can like upload it to the channel and like have it like, you know, come out so you guys have a couple of videos to watch in a week's time. And it kind of gives me a little bit of a breather from filming where I can, you know, focus on other things in my life that I like and things like that. So in today's video, we have what I've been wearing for Scentsy. This is covering the last week of October of warming. So I just wanted to do this video real quick. So we will take a look and see what I got through. So we have a Scentsy Clean, Scentsy Counter Clean in Johnny Appleseed. I did finish this up. I do like Johnny Appleseed. I wish it was available in all-purpose concentrate because honestly, I would rather buy the all-purpose concentrate and then just refill it with a counter clean bottle and save money that way. But unfortunately, you can't get it in all-purpose concentrate anymore. We used to. I don't know why, but maybe I'll manifest that too. Who knows? Today in the warmers, I had Ghostly Greetings going. I picked up this brick in a flash sale. It's got like Dansome Plum and like patchouli and bourbon and spice notes. I really like it. It's like a plum, spicy, woody, masculine scent. And it's perfect for Halloween because it's like moody and melodramatic. I did end up using 2 brick cubes throughout the entire downstairs. So this was really enjoyable. I can still smell it in the warmers now. So it is like a one-day scent. All right. Then I did a whole bar of Sugar and Spice the other day. This is a retired scent. It is not coming back in the Scentsy Graveyard Club Palooza event that's happening in a couple hours. This one just smells like licorice. It literally smells like Good and Plenty candy or old-fashioned black licorice. That's what this smells like. I know it's supposed to smell more like a gumdrop, like an old-fashioned gumdrop, but I get a lot of licorice off of this. So maybe it's like a licorice gumdrop. I don't know, because they do make those, so. All right, what else do we have? We have, oops, Hollow Harvest, and I actually did a mix with this. So let me grab the bar that I mixed it with right here. So I did an opposite warmers. So I just plucked a cube in opposite warmers throughout the house. I did Hollow Harvest and I did Hemingway. So Hemingway is like one of my favorite apple scents. It's an apple woody cologne scent. Love it. Hollow Harvest, I am so glad this is coming back so I can put it back in my club. This is just phenomenal. It's like one of those that you put it, like it doesn't smell like much on cold, but when you put it in the warmers, it just turns into like this completely different fragrance. It's like smoky and it's edgy and it's got pumpkin, but it also has like this sweet smoke note. It's really complex, but it's such a good performer. I am shocked with how good this bar performs. So I'll definitely be adding it back to my club so I can get more. And I already have Hemingway in my club, but this is a great mix if you ever wanted to try it. I also warmed my last bar of Blackberry Spice. This is definitely on my Scentsy Heartbreak list. It is on my like wish list for like bring back my bar voting or for clearance finds, all of that stuff. I fell in love with it after the fact. It has spices, it has blackberry, but it also has cedarwood in it. And it's just a really nice fruity, woody scent with not a lot of spice. Like it's not overly spicy. I would say it probably has like a sprinkling of spice, but I really do like that one. Okay, I did warm the last 2 bars in the holiday collection that I didn't review. So the previous week I reviewed 3 and this week I got through the other 2. So Jingle Bell Blooms, I actually did this in 2 different spots. I did it in both bathrooms and then I made samples. Unfortunately, Jingle Bell Blooms, it's a weak performer, you guys. I could barely smell this in either bathroom. One bathroom I did 2, and the other bathroom that's smaller I did 1 cube, and then I made samples with the rest. Yeah, you guys, this is not a good bar in performance. I mean, on cold, it does smell pretty, but it's so light. It's just like one of those light scents that they just keep, you know, multiplying, and it's just like, you know, move on from it. Like I get some people are scent sensitive, so there is times where you do want lighter, you know, smelling scents. But for me, if I'm paying $6, I want to smell at least something in my warmers. And this just did not fit the bill, so I am not going to repurchase Jingle Bell Blooms. I thought I was going to like it with the scent description. But yeah, no, it's a hard pass. The other one is Festive Fruit Punch. This was the one I was like the most scared of when I did my cold reviews because everyone was referring to it as like a fruity version of Fall Feeling. And that is on my nemesis list because I just can't stand that bar. But luckily, this did not smell like Fall Feeling when it was in the warmer. I mean, when it was on cold. when this was warming, it smells exactly like it does on cold as it does on warm. So it really doesn't change at all. But it still didn't impress me enough to want to repurchase it. Yes, it's nice. To me, it is a fruity version of Painted Leaves. That's all this is. It's a fruity version of Painted Leaves, but just dial back the spruce a tad. And that's what you have here. So I have Painted Leaves in my club, and that checks all my boxes. So I don't really need another like scent to Painted Leaves. But I feel like if you don't have Painted Leaves and you are also a fruity lover, then you definitely will like this. It's a medium performer, medium on strength, and throw in longevity. So, I mean, it's an all right bar for like November, but not for the holidays. I would say this is a good bar for like Thanksgiving, but not for the holidays. This is another LTO that I did have a chance to finally review, and that is the October Scent of the Month, which will still be available in November, but it just won't be 10% off anymore. That's the Half S'more Pumpkin. Now, this was hilarious. I did a post on this on my YouTube channel and my Facebook group and all of that. So I warmed this in the office. I only did 1 cube. The rest of these cubes, I've made samples and I gifted my mom some because she wanted to try this bar. So I just mailed her. I have actually a whole package here of like sample cubes to send her of like all the new stuff that she hasn't sniffed yet. And then stuff in her club that she wanted to sniff. But this Half S'more Pumpkin, there was a funny story. So I put it in the warmers and I could smell it and I'm like, okay, this is nice. But I really wasn't getting a pumpkin scent. This wasn't a pumpkin scent to my nose. It was definitely reading more bakery, but I really didn't know what I was smelling. I didn't pick up marshmallow. I didn't pick up caramel. I didn't pick up pumpkin. So I kind of was just doing my thing in my office, you know, answering phone calls, emails, stuff like that. But I could hear everybody walking through the corridor because there's like 2 classes that are going on this semester near my office. And then I'm also next door to the library. So there is a lot of traffic during like the early hours of the morning. So it was funny because as the traffic and people were moving throughout the office, they were like blurting out things, and they were saying things like, someone has a hazelnut coffee, someone brewed hazelnut coffee, and then another person was like, oh, it smells like pancakes. Do we have pancakes in the cafeteria? I didn't know we were serving pancakes. And the other person's like, why does it smell like French toast up in here? I was laughing hysterically because this is not advertised as a breakfast bar. It is not advertised as having anything to do with pancakes or hazelnut coffee or French toast. It's supposed to be a s'more pumpkin bar, right? And then as they were saying that, I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand where they're getting that from because I am getting a bakery vibe, and maybe it is the caramel and the vanilla marshmallow mixing together to make like a maple syrup type of note, and maybe that's why they think it smells like breakfast. So, general public says Half S'more Pumpkin smells like Denny's. Denny's on Sunday morning. But to me, it's just your average pumpkin bar. But really, it doesn't have any pumpkin in it. So, I don't know. I would actually more classify it in the spooky but sweet, scary good, gimme candy, like, family of scents than I would, like, a pumpkin scent. That's just my opinion. So let me know in the comment section how this one is working for you guys. I'm just kind of curious on if anybody else is getting like a breakfast vibe from it and stuff like that. Oh, this one was so good. I warmed Butter Pecan, which is coming back. So I will be adding this to my club. I love Butter Pecan. It is one of the bakery trifectas, the holy grail of Scentsy Bakery. It smells like creamy butter pecan ice cream. So freaking good. It's such a good mixer. I actually put this in the warmers, and then in one warmer in each room, I threw in a vendor wax that I thought would mix really well with this, and it did, and it actually was very pleasant. So I did enjoy that one. And then we have Central Park Praline. Love my Central Park Pralines. This one's also returning, so if you didn't have a chance to club it last Bring Back My Bar round, you will have another opportunity in November. It just smells like roasty toasty pecans and a little bit of brown sugar. Some people get coffee with it. I really don't get coffee. I think I got coffee one time, and I think that's because I had watched a couple of videos that people were mentioning coffee, and I think it just like manifested it, but whatever. And then Spiced Ember Glow. And Spiced Ember Glow is coming back in the event for November. I am so ecstatic. This one is interesting because it definitely has like an embery note, but it's not charred. It's not too smoky. It's more like, I don't know. It's like that the ashes are like still like on fire, but they're like, you know, almost going out. And then you have this very sweet apple and almost like a sweet cinnamon kind of. It's really interesting. I really enjoy this one. This one and Spiced Apple Chestnut, I feel are kind of similar, but they have differences with each other. So I love Spiced Ember Glow, and I also love Spiced Apple Chestnut. So I don't know if I could choose between the two if they both, you know, returned and I was able to get them in club. So, and then I did have 2 testers. So we did finish up a tester in Make Me Snickerdoodle, which this one did not perform for me. I thought with some age with this tester that maybe I would actually smell something. No, it didn't work for me at all. And then Baked Apple Pie we did the other night. And yeah, still do not care for Scentsy's Baked Apple Pie. I think it is so generic. I think crappy fundraiser catalogs can do a better baked apple pie scent than what Scentsy's is. They really need to like revamp their baked apple pie, in my opinion, or give us like a different variation of it. So maybe they should bring back Scent of the Scentspirations and do baked apple pie. That would be something. But anyway, that is my empties for Scentsy. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys have been warming. What did you guys warm on Halloween? Let me know in the comment section. We will talk more. Thanks for all the love and support. Appreciate that. And we'll talk next time. Bye, guys.